Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the Twilight Monk playtest. I've had a bit of a weird day, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% certain that I'm in the right mood for this, but there is a limited amount of time to playtest, haha. So, if I want to see more of the game, which I do, I don't have a huge amount of choice. So let's get straight into it and try. Oh. Well, that was an excellent start. Clonk. We don't have any kind of manual. Are you supposed to be able to sit at the bottom of the screen like that, Mr. Enemy? Don't think you are. That probably needs a fix. We found a bug in the first minute and a half. Hey Raz, how's hunting? It's going well so far. I've managed to check off quite a few from the list. I cleared a load of skeleton dudes and bugs and stuff. Great! I've been working overtime to try and clear as many hunts as I can. I turned a load of hunts into you batter and got another talisman slot. Anyways, can't hang around chatting. It's hunting time! On the subject thereof, we should probably go and do that. Yeah, sorry, I think I mentioned this in the previous episode. Do I have a mouse cursor? I do not have a mouse cursor. This thing right next to where I am, that I'm currently behind, is it just me, or is the edge of it really rough? And here, it's almost like it's been nearest neighbour upscaled, as opposed to some kind of bicubic upscaling. It just looks kind of rough. Tiny things, but can I really claim to be detail oriented? Not really, but it's a thing. It's a thing what I have noticed. Right, where did we need to go for these? Big head shop. Why giant cats? Aha! My printer's randomly just started whirring. Want to turn in some hunts? I have some amazing rewards. Complete 5 hunts. Talisman unlock slot 2. Da 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 da. Other. Spirit fragment. Talisman unlock slot. Emberstone unlock slot. Spikes of Twilight Shadow. New sub-weapon. Talisman slot. Igimodo the Gifter. Talisman unlock. Talisman unlock. Art gallery. Okay. Monsters found 20 out of 86. Hunts complete 5 out of 86. That's a frog's head. Okay, so we got a new talisman slot. I don't know whether we've got any talismans to go in it. No, we don't. Why are you here, kitty? Are you just there to be in the way? I think you might be. We've got a bit of cash. Where was the other place that we needed to repair something? Was it this place down here? Was it you? No. It wasn't you. Then up here? Aha! Oh yes, octopus man. Person. Sorry, small fry. Place is all busted up. Hey, you're a real pal. Thanks, buddy. One Hampshire's Barbecue mega restaurant. Coming right up. Shop's prepared. Let's eat. Okay, so we can buy food from you. 10 minutes down now. I'm not generally a fan of this kind of mechanic. I don't mind it in ARPGs, but in MVs, no. 10 minutes as well. XP gain increased. Penny gain increased. Okay. Well, it's a thing that we can do. It is a thing that we can do. Right, let's get back to it. Whack! Oh, I need to press the button. Like it says. What? Is there anything? It looks like there's... I love the way they phase in and out of the shadow. I'm assuming there's no secret walls and stuff here. Yeah, some of the exits don't have the exit symbols on. Oh, that was where the Triskelion was, wasn't it? The marketing bump says that the overworld is designed to give you the kind of JRPG feel to it. Not entirely sure how well that is working just yet. I think I need to play a bit more. But it's certainly something. Right, we didn't talk to the blonde girl. There's an ancient magic tree further through here. I heard stories of it when I was young and wanted to see it for myself. Are you heading that way? An ancient magic tree always sounds like something worth checking out. You should be careful out here. It's dangerous with all these monsters around. Don't worry about me. I trained with the Balikaja for years as a child before the troubles. These monsters are no match for me. Okay. Hey, ancient magic tree. Bring me 6 blue spider gems, then I shall open the way. There's an invisible wall there. Okay, well, we don't have 6, we have 2. So... I guess we can't. You can't get me. Yeah. Uh-oh. Mountain Pass or... Beezer's Cave. Can't access Beezer's Cave. Mountain Pass it is. Okay, this is a proper MV zone. Hi. Well, hey there, young fella. We don't get many visitors out this way. I'm looking for someone that came through here. I suppose you've seen him. Got a big stupid haircut, kind of scaly. Stupid haircut, you say? I might know something. But look, kid, you don't want to go this way. It's bad news, I tell you. In fact, I'm working on tearing this elevator apart. Besides, my brother Fitz just hauled off half of the pieces of this thing back to the inn in October for storage. Listen, Pops, I really need to get up there. What if I could bring those parts back from the inn in October? But if you were able to get my stingy brother to part with the handle... What? I feel like there's a line of dialogue missing there. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll be back with the elevator handle in no time. Don't take nothing my brother says too personal. He's been salty ever since the mount was lost. Yeah, I feel like there was some missed dialogue. The dialogue itself is a little bit not to my tastes, if I'm honest. You know, you've got this kind of mystical setting, and the dialogue is kind of cringy 90s surfer bro. You say my brother sent you? Well, I ain't running a charity. Prices are what they are. Take it or leave it. Ah. Well, we're going to have that, and then I guess I'm going to have to... need a bit more before I can afford the map. And I guess I don't really need the map, since it's just going to unlock as we go through bits anyway. Maybe it's for coming back to. Well, I'll be darned. You actually went all the way back and got the handle. Yeah, it's a super long journey. Must be pretty important for you to go up the mountain. Well, that was quick. I can't have torn it apart much. Important indeed, old-timer. The very fate of the world hangs in the balance. Fate of the world? Well, just watch out for them Magma Brothers. The what's it? The Magma Brothers were once mighty powerful warriors of the Balikaja. What's the Balikaja? Well, you're looking at the last of them. Dag nabbit, I was there. I knew them three Magma Brothers from long before the revolt, oh you betcha. This Balikaja was always a peaceful people. Didn't bother nobody. Mostly we spent our days in the pursuit of the mastery of martial arts until that fateful day. It was Tutor, the eldest of the three that found the dragon ring. He was always impatient with his training. Was always in a huff and a hurry, even for a Balikaja. Tutor wished for great power for him and his kin. That power? Well, it changed him into something else. Made him turn against their own kind. If only the elders wouldn't have refused Tutor's demands to extend their borders, maybe we could have avoided all the slaughter. Don't get yonder up into them frozen mountain. That sentence needs looking at again. Into those frozen mountains, or onto that frozen mountain. Subject verb agreements. Well, pluralization, realistically. It's cursed with the souls of the dead Balikaja. Oh. I always like to see if the elevator will crush me if it comes down. No. Oh. I was just about to jump off it to see whether I needed to do something, but no. Oh, that's pretty. The lighting has generally been quite blinding. No, quite nice. Oh dear. Yeah, you've got some issues with enemies and collision with the ground. There was that issue with the crawlers as well. I really am missing the ability to attack upwards. Bye. Yeah, there's a reasonable number of flying enemies, and without being able to attack upwards. Oh. Okay. Ching. Quite a number of enemies here. Maybe a good farming spot. Is this just a little cave? It looks like it. Suppose if you like the combat and you want to farm some cash. Right, that's clearly just upscaled enemy because the line art is so much thicker. Obviously, I would prefer it if it was more consistent and drawn at the same scale. Ow. Hello, old man. Ah, the white-haired pillar. Could it be? It could. What could it be? Wanting to buy save points. Oh no, never mind. I saw you, Icicle. It's probably the only time I will. Fail. Fail again. Oh yeah, I can do this, can't I? 3 spider gems and a key. I wonder if the chest contents are randomized. Or whether they are handcrafted. Uh-oh, boss time. At last we meet, Moonken. I have trained my entire life for this moment. Do I know you? Not yet, but I know what you are, the darkness that resides within you. I shall rid Speria of you and all your kind before it's too late. Fine, let's do this. Moonken Hunter, Razor Fang. Oh, you got bombs. Oh, the bombs can bounce surprisingly high. I don't like the contact damage. I don't feel contact damage is worthwhile when you've got an enemy with obvious bullet attacks. I also don't like that I have to go through this each time. He's got a lot of health, considering we've got very little in the way that we can do to it. Again, we've got no upwards attack or anything, so we're incredibly limited in terms of how we can interact with him. Go ahead, Moonken, finish me. What are you talking about? Why would I kill you? Moonken are the sworn enemy of the thing. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. You would spare my life? I guess so, yeah. You'll regret this. Okay. I think that was possibly a little bit more irritating than it needed to be, because we're so limited. Feels like we're quite limited. There was a lot of kind of dead time. You found 25 cash. I assume it's worth doing all of this because we need the cash. I assume. Found a secret. Oh, and I can actually open this one. It's got wall chicken in. Attacking airborne enemies is not the most fun. Ooh. Maybe another one of them spirit shard emberstones. That was it. In theory. Oof. Yeah, I could do with a... There was a longer range vacuum power somewhere, wasn't there? Oh, bollocks. Right, and that's put me all the way back here. Why is that chest openable again? But in fact, I've got my key back as well. So, are we not looking at fully persistent stuff? Or... Right. A gateway that I cannot get through. Oh, another save shrine. Uh-oh. I'd really love a mini-map in the corner, I have to say. Another boss? Or... No? Yes. These are boss doors, aren't they? Look, little brother, it seems another weak fool has come to the mountain to challenge our strength. Hey, who are you calling weak, rabbit ears? Caution, brother. I sense this Moonken is more powerful than he appears. You must be the brothers everyone around here keeps jabbering on about. I don't have any quarrel with the likes of you. I'm only here for the dragon ring. So either get out of my way or get ready to go down. Are you really so eager to throw away your life, Moonken? Why try and dissuade him, Cartouche? Finally, there's someone who might actually put up a decent fight for once. Indeed, his spirit will join the other sorrowful souls within the mountain soon enough. Oh, okay, duel fights. Wow. Okay, could do with possibly a little bit more of a wind-up time on that. They seem to be throwing quite a number of bosses at us when we've not really had much in the way of opportunity to upgrade our character. Yeah, we shouldn't have to sit through these each time. But we've got no healing in the fights, so it's just like... we feel quite weak. I felt weak versus that previous boss. We feel quite weak versus this one. Am I supposed to grind levels? Because that's not fun. It's never been fun. And again, contact damage. You gonna teleport? There's no time to react to that. No time to react, no save spaces, very little in the way of HP. Yeah, yes. Oh, that just homes in on you, does it? Okay. So, just to be clear, my frustrations here are twofold. We've got this ember resource, but we've got no way of getting it back within a fight. So we can spend it, and once it's gone, it's gone. There's no hitting an enemy and it comes back, yada yada yada. So it's a finite resource. Health, likewise, we've got all of 3 health pips, we've got contact damage, and we've got homing attacks, and our dash doesn't give us iframes. There are some issues, and we have to sit through this every time. There's no skipping it. Occasionally, when you do accidentally contact an enemy, it teleports you to the other side of them as well, which means that you can get trapped in a corner, which isn't massively fun, because again, your dash has got no iframe, and the enemies are quite large, and therefore have large hitboxes, so you can't jump over them as easily. As I said at the start, I don't know whether playing more of this today was a good idea because of the mood that I'm in. Just having no way of getting healing back in a fight is a really sucky mechanic when you've got a dual boss fight with contact damage. Can't be bothered. Couldn't get up there. Let's go see if we can find some power. Okay, we've got a teleport. Where's the mouse cursor there? Hope that hasn't been there the whole time. Sorry if it has. Well, we're not getting through there. Yeah, that boss fight has annoyed me. Because it shows a fundamental weakness in the systems. Oh good, mimics. Really? No reward for defeating the mimic? That's a bit weak. Maybe consider that. You know, generally speaking, when there are games with mimics in, you actually get something for defeating the mimic. Oh, was that just to there? Oh, I'm assuming there's going to be a bomb power that we can get then. Right. The enemy movement is a bit weird. Second hit of that sometimes doesn't connect. That needs fixing. Oh, we couldn't get over here, could we? Can't remember why, but we couldn't. It just feels like we lack the power necessary. Or even realistically, the survivability necessary. But as far as I know, we're not getting health from anything. Yeah, there were pieces of heart, but I think I've only found one. Yeah, these enemies are having real issues when it comes to their animations. Yeah, see how they... It's like the... Oh, it's a lot slower than I was expecting it to be. Oh, we need to go back and get that again. Because that doesn't save. Oh, is this the... Why did that not place the pillar? I'm starting to get annoyed. What? What? See, that chest stays. It kind of doesn't feel worth. Have I been in here before? No. Ooh, talisman. Extends the reach of your pillar attack. That's worth using. Hurrah! Don't seem to be any... restrictions on, like, charm slots or anything, which is nice. Don't need to do any maths. So we've got some extra range. Hooray. Now. Darn. Oh, levelling up heals you, does it? We did that time, anyway. No, oof. Was this a health shard? Yes. So we now need to go and save. Because it doesn't seem to save when you get a thing like that. Or at least it didn't for the dragon, whatever they were. Is this going to go up? I don't understand why... It feels like we kind of need a control on it to manually control it ourselves. Yeah, there's a degree of feeling like we're going to need to do some kind of grinding. See, I'm definitely doing more damage to these enemies now. They just keep floating higher and higher, which actually doesn't make them fun to fight. But at least levels do seem to make a difference, which is nice. Because there are some games where you can level up, it's like, what's that actually done for me? Have I not been right? Oh, it didn't go right here, did it? We came left. Hold on, I did get iframes there. Didn't I? Or did I? I'm a bit confused. Doesn't take a lot, I appreciate. I'd really like to be able to use the camera to use the stick to look around. Go and save, I think. Right, what, if anything... Grapple points, okay. So without the ability to see where we are on the map, I can't tell whether that was the lower entrance or the higher entrance, or exits. Either way, it doesn't seem we can actually do anything there. Yeah, right now it feels like I'm wandering just a little bit aimlessly. Getting little dribbles of power, for sure. But not really kind of feeling the... There's nothing really that we can do, is there? Yeah, just sort of kill more monsters. Interesting that that wasn't one shots. So the power scaling isn't consistent. Ah, merchants. Slows down wandering beasts. Restores 6 spirit upon defeat, but we've only got 3. 12 spirit upon defeat. So, is the idea that we have essentially a fairy in a bottle style? We didn't see this guy before, did we? Yes, have 150 penny. Cobra Arcade. A rebranding? Okay. What? That's just taking me out to the start screen. Oh god, and it hasn't... I think that's a good time to leave it because I can sense myself getting frustrated and I'm starting to not enjoy the experience very much. Why did that take me out to the start screen? More importantly, why, when you spend your money, does the game not save? There are some times where I feel like the game should save and it isn't. So yeah, I've got a bit of a grab bag, a laundry list, so to speak, of minor niggles that are adding up into a slightly more frustrating than it needs to be experience. Let's just see if I can remember them just before we go. So we've got limited health but contact damage. We have got a dual boss with limited health and contact damage. We have got a limited resource for our special ability that comes from... You get it back from orbs. I don't know whether one of the bosses would have dropped orbs, but yes, it's very Castlevania, I suppose, in the sense that in Castlevania the sub-weapons only had a limited use. But I don't know, it feels a little bit meaner here, a little bit more punishing here. We've got the somewhat typical experience where games that value their art a little bit highly, don't get me wrong, this is very nice art, but I don't need to see the cutscene for the boss every single time. Show it to me once, give me the option of automatically skipping it ever after. I don't need to see it every time. And you can say, oh yeah, you can just push the button multiple times to get through it. I shouldn't have to. It feels like it is wasting my time. And the more you fail at a boss, and the more you end up having to skip through it, the more frustrating the experience becomes. Skipping through things, when you could just have the game skip it for you, does not add to the gameplay value for me. Might do for other people, don't understand why, might do, it doesn't for me. So yeah, it's a very nice game to look at, but it's clearly got some technical issues with the enemies. The crawling enemies that go sideways along the bottom of the wall, or the slimes which kind of rotate madly in the air if you knock them off slightly. I believe it's probably something to do with I'd a guess from a complete amateur, it's probably something to do with raycasting and the enemy trying to find an actual nearby surface to align it to. Would be my guess, just based on the fact that I don't really understand how it works myself, so I've seen spinny enemies for myself when I'm trying to get them to align to a surface, especially if the physics engine isn't involved in Unity. Again, I could be completely wrong with this, I don't know how to code. But I've dabbled, and that's all I can say. The map system, the map is fine. It's not great. It's not amazing. I would like it if it showed where we are in the room on it, so that I could align myself to, well, am I heading for the top entrance? Am I heading for the bottom entrance? I don't know. We've got no custom map markers either. It seems... It's very nice to look at, but it's a bit bare bones, if that makes sense. It's got some important information on, but that's about it. Maybe there were upgrades for it later. Don't know. But as it is, a little bit on the bare side. The art's nice. The music, albeit a little bit repetitive, is fine. Combat is basic and a little bit flaky, and I'd prefer to have a proper defensive option rather than trying to use this. If we put the pillar down in front of us, then it would be more useful as a defensive action, but we just drop it wherever our X value coordinate is. And if we're moving, we're already 2 or 3 pixels in front of it, and therefore it's actually not very useful. Maybe there's an option later on to enable you to throw it forward a little bit and actually use it as a barrier, but right now it isn't. We seem to be lacking in the defensive capability, lacking in the healing capability, lacking in the health capability. Obviously, a chunk of this can be fixed with skill issue, yada yada yada. But that only gets you so far in terms of dealing with stuff. So yeah, the artwork is nice. The enemies are, yeah, they're okay. Nothing to write home about. They're fine. And I think that's what this boils down to. My first play session was like, oh yes, this is new and different and interesting. What are all these things that it's doing? It's very cool to look at. It's very pretty. My second session has been, yeah, this is alright. This is fine, but I'm seeing some things that I don't like. Some design decisions that are like, if I'm getting annoyed by them, I know that other people are going to get annoyed by them. I'm also very aware that I'm perhaps not as patient with things as I used to be. You know, I play a lot of metroidvanias, so in that genre at least, I can be picky and critical because there are so many choices. Very few of the games look this good, but there are cracks in terms of its gameplay that I think could do with being addressed before they consider releasing it. I don't know if there is a release date. Do we have a release date for this yet? It's going to be pretty soon, I think. No, date's still to be announced. I'm hoping that... See, there's a potion button. No, oh, that'll be for one of those things. Yeah. There's also a summon, which I assume we can passively equip, I guess. Yeah, the fact that it didn't save the stuff that we'd done was a niggle of mine. Save systems are not something that you should be quibbling over like this. Excuse me. But yeah, being able to remember where all these NPCs and shops are. Anything? Okay, so that's just there to remind us what to do next, would be my guess. I guess I just need to kill more enemies in order to get... So I could go and... Yeah, just go and farm enemies. The requirements are quite high for some of these. That's almost done. Yeah, it looks like it wants us to farm in order to get necessary chunks of power. I am not adverse to farming, generally speaking. I don't really think it's something that you should be doing, particularly in a metroidvania. But it depends how... It depends how far they want to go the JRPG side of things, rather than the Metroidvania side of things. Okay, so you can unlock this thing, but neither of them actually work. That's kind of a waste of cash in the demo. You should probably have just locked it off properly. Can't actually go anywhere else, can we? Are the... Oops. Could I get to these places before? Or is it... It's possible that I could get to them before. Either way, we're killing enemies that we need... Yes, because I've been here. Knock down the bell. Skeleton Archer completes. Hold on, we need these as well, don't we? Maybe if enemies dropped more fruits. Hold on, this is a good place to farm these. There we go. Toxic slimes completes. Not the smoothest way of getting across there, but it works. Silken Gore Grinder also completes. How many hunts is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, okay. 2 more. Anything else that's close? Need a load of more of those. Doesn't tell you where they are. I need a special key. Whee! Aha, need to kill you. Farming enemies is not the most exciting to watch, I imagine, or realistically the most exciting thing to do. But when it seems to be our source of power, in terms of trinket slots and in terms of pieces of hearts, And of course, just pure level up. I would honestly prefer this not to be a thing. It feels a little bit gamepaddy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure realistically the idea is that you just get these naturally as you play through. But if I give the feedback, then perhaps the numbers can be tweaked. Perhaps enough people will have the same opinion as me. As regards to the farming, the difficulty curve, or what have you. I want to go down here, don't I? Lock my progress into place. Can't remember whether we could get through here before or not. Can't get through there. Okay, clearly have not been here. Ooh. Well, that would have been a good room to farm those in. Have that. So that is what, 10 extra? Yeah. I'd like if those hoovered to us from just a little bit further away by default. Clang. Right, can't get any further down there. Oh hey, another health thing. Okay, so going off the beaten track and exploring. For health. Of course, there's no indicator on this, as I said, somewhat bare bones map as regards to what you can and cannot get to. It is rather basic in that regards. But you know, as somebody who likes making maps, that's great in a way. Could we get back? Yes. I was going to say, there's got to be a way of getting back up there. Give me that nana. Yeah, other thoughts whilst I'm just randomly pottering around, which is essentially all I'm doing here, trying to find some power, some enemies to kill. I would very much appreciate a minimap. I've got to a stage where I've realised just how important to me having a minimap is as regards just general usability. Oh, need to kill you. Ah, merchants. You had the loot talisman. I knew there was a loot vacuum thing. Okay. So we've got options of the kick or the reach. I'm going to have the loot vacuum for now. See, I've got no way of marking on the map that we can't get to the right here because of a door. Yeah, the map system is just... it's not even that it's a smidge bare bones. Compared to some of the games that I've been playing recently, it's more than a smidge bare bones, if I'm honest. Don't think it wants to let me up there. I've not been down here. Oh yeah, I've just taken off the... Hold on. See, maybe if I'd explored better, you wouldn't be having problems, Demagen. Probably. How many of those did I need to kill? I'm going to keep on pressing that. They are called... Ooh, I only need a couple more cave bats. Oh. A few, yes. Why that didn't... Yeah, the loot hoover from an extra distance seems reasonably substantial. Crescent Defender completes. Alright, what else do I need to do? Cave bats, 2 more cave bats. Haven't seen any of those. A few of those, a couple of those. I couldn't get any further to the left. A cave bat. Gotcha. Okay. Let's get rid of the bats first. Oh wait, this door's... And there's another one of these. It'd be nice to know that there were loads of these that we could get to. You just should have explored more, Demagen. Yes, clearly. Do not die here. Okay. So. Right, there's a save shrine up here. Kind of want to use that. That's jumping, damn it. Like that we've got a little bit of friendly fire on. There's some of the bits. Okay, so we've got a little bit more explored there. Now, why did I not go to that room to the left? Possibly I just didn't. And there's another... So it's almost like maybe I've just done that thing that I often end up doing, where I managed to just miss all the rooms with the upgrades in. And thus life feels harder because of it. Or maybe I just couldn't have got to that earlier, I don't know. Interesting. There's XP in the treasure chests. Oh yeah, the weird blood fountain. Right, we need to kill more of those, don't we? What were they called? Not those. Not snizzle blasters, though that is a great word. I need 9. And I'm getting a chunk of XP for them. So, whilst it might not necessarily be very interesting, potentially it's very useful in the grand scheme of things. That's a load of hunts complete. That should be. Well, that's definitely more than 10 at this point. Right, I need to know, for my own sanity. Yes. Oh, feck. Damn it. Please don't tell me I've got to do... That's really annoying. The game... I don't think the game knows whether it's doing hard checkpointing or not. Some things have stayed unlocked, and some things haven't. Maybe things have stayed unlocked because I've reached another checkpoint that's not a... That's not a save point? I don't know. Yeah, having to do this all over again, it's like, woo, the excitement! I mean, frankly, I think hard checkpoints should be left as a thing of the past. It's not because I'm lazy, it's just that I find that gameplay, quote-unquote, like this is not the most exciting or riveting in the world. But otherwise it just creates that sense of, oh, I've got to go and find a save point to lock in my progress, yada yada yada, and that's not super... I mean, I guess, yes, it's the risk-reward thing, blah blah. Do they have an entry? The bone machine. Need to kill 5 of those. Well, that's, you know, speedy and riveting. No, screw that. There must be a better, more interesting way of doing that at some points. Typically, there's a save point right here. Right, I'm going to go back and hand these hunts in. And I think that will do me. I mean, I've managed to get an extra half an hour past the point that I was a bit frustrated at. So that's a thing. How many of those crawly things did I need to get? Can I just see a shiny thing behind the wall, or... don't know. Having an ability to warp back to town from the save point would be nice. One way, potentially. Need to kill some of you. And you. Any more of you over here? Nice. Was it here? Can't remember. Yes. Hi. Nice. That's an extra. Right, how many more do I need for 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2 more. 2 more. Yeah, I think that's going to do me for this session. Slightly longer session, as I've tried to wrap my head around the real kind of crux of my issues. I think there are some issues, some niggles that need addressing in terms of perhaps guidance, in terms of just gameplay in general. But, you know, it's been alright. It's been alright. Whoa. Okay, they're new. I assume they also have an entry. Dragon fire. Need 15 of those. That needs a sound effect. Also, I've noticed that there is actually a bar for it, but it's all the way in the top left-hand corner of the screen, which seems like a really weird place to put it. Oh. That's some of the spark enemies that we needed. That's really irritating enemy placements, if I'm honest. There's no getting out of this. Yes. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'm going to go and take a bit of a break here. Some issues. Some decent stuff. Some, you know, some really nice artwork and so on and so forth. But some clear issues for me in terms of the quality of combat and the pacing. That I think needs some work. Thanks for watching. Stay safe all. Stay fabulous. Mojo birds. Don't know what they are. I'm intrigued. Cheerio! Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.